Hi guys, and welcome back to another video game with the powers. I'm Jake, and in today's video we have another unboxing for you. All right guys, so let's just go ahead and get right to it, and let's see what this game is. Now normally we would have Sierra in this video with me unboxing it, but look guys, we have so many games that we need to unbox here on the channel and definitely try out that from time to time I'm gonna need to start busting up some of these games myself. So my thought process here is to my thought process is to unbox some of the games that I think are more for me and geared towards me. That way I can talk about them a little bit more than just having Sierra. But I know you guys like Sierra's reaction, so I'm gonna try not to do too many of these. All right guys, well, let's dive into it today. Jump down to the camera and see what we have. All right, so we are pulling out this bad boy right here. This is going to be Queen's Capital, the Founders Edition. All right, Queen's Capital, the Founders Edition with the particular card sleeves right here. I did get the card sleeve set for Queen's New Capital. All right, so let's take a look at the Queen's Capital Founders Edition here. So front, got some cool looking foil on the back here. We do have something that looks like, well, actually, we don't have a whole lot. So let's go ahead and skip that. But this is designed in Japan, made in China. And let's bust this bad boy open and show you guys what this game is all about. Now, this is a cool like deck building, tableau building game that really caught my interest. Had a really great price too. I think it was only about 50 bucks for this Founders Edition of the game. You can see right here we have the rule book, and let's take a look to see if this kind of gives us a synopsis on the game. All right, talk about the Liberation War. All right, so it talks about the war, kind of setting up the lore of the game a little bit. As for the efforts of reconstruction, a remarkable transformation occurs. The prevailing mood shifted and a newfound sense of optimism permeated the kingdom. It was as if the once shrouded realm was finally emerging from the grips of a dark age. Doesn't really give us a description of the game. Obviously, we have all of this information that you guys can read. We have the game setup, win conditions, scenarios. Wow, pretty actually lengthy rule book for what it looked to be a pretty simple game, but the rulebook does look very well done. 29 pages, 31 pages, got a FAQ, we got some credits here, all of that different good stuff. We got some round anatomy on the back. All right, Queen's Capital rulebook. Like I said, to my knowledge, this is a deck building / tableau building game. Has some semi-cooperativeness to it. We have some tokens here. And of course, let's bust out the rulebook and see. So these are going to be our reversible, double-sided cardboard tokens. All right, doesn't really specify. These little thumbs up, these are vote double-sided cardboard tokens. So we got a thumbs up and a thumbs down. So we have one, two of these. We have an icon reference sheet. All right, so 4 different icon reference sheets with everything that you guys need to know. There's a lot of icons in the game here. Okay, up next we do have the province attribute board. All right, this is the province attribute board of the game, or the province attribute board. We have our 4 different player boards. These are dual layered. Okay, that is really cool. So this is where you're gonna try and track your renown, I think, or reputation, which each of these different guilds was really. What's really cool is watching the how to play. It's almost like a tug of war tactic. So you're gonna get these cards with these different colors on here, which represents your allegiance to different factions. And then as you gain a card, you move through, like the yellow and the green here are tied to one line. So anytime you would gain a yellow faction, you move up on this track. Whenever you gain a green, you would move backwards. So you want to try and align yourself with a particular faction, and always try and grab cards of the same type. Okay, So those are the player boards. Let's take a look at some of these components. Now, I do want to hit on, guys, that this game has received a little bit of flack because I do not know this for a fact, but there have been reports that these cards here are AI generated, okay? Again, I can neither confirm or deny that to be the truth. I do not recall on the campaign page seeing anything that it is on, that these art cards are AI generated. They very well could be, but you know, if you look on the BGG ratings of this game, there are a lot of people that says these cards are AI generated. So if that kind of bothers you, I do apologize because I'm going to be showing off a lot of these cards. Okay, let's take a look at some of these wooden tokens. So we have seal wood tokens, all right? So you're going to have some nice wooden ribbon tokens in each particular color. These are cubes, so these are your colored wooden cubes that you're going to track on your player board, and with the reputation of each individual faction there, I guess. Okay, we have some extra action wood tokens, all right? Some extra action wood tokens there. We have a nice first player die. Let's take a look at this die. That's really cool. I think they did try to make the die metal at one point, but they were having trouble trying to do that, so they kind of gave it a metal look almost. Turned out pretty well, so there on the die, but at least the numbers are very clear and crisp. Okay, I do like the black and the gold. So on the dice there. All right, we have some particular tokens. What are these? So these are attribute wood tokens. So we have 4 types of tokens. We have diamonds, you can see here. We have some faces. We have some Illuminati triangles, it looks like. And the last thing is we have a Spartan helmet. So looks like each color will have a different one of each of these in every single color here. All right, colored attribute, or those are attribute wood tokens. All right, the next thing, we have structure upgrade wooden tokens here. So we got some structure upgrade wooden tokens. Last but not least, we do have some, what are these fist? Rebellion wood tokens. All right, we do have rebellion wood tokens as well. So those are all of the tokens and components and stuff like that. You can see I love the amount of space here that they provided for each of these particular things. And now let's go ahead and dive into our set of cards. Okay. So the way this is going to work, guys, is you're going to have a couple different cards. So you will have like structure cards, and you are going to have action cards, and you will have leader cards. Okay, so I think what we're going to look at right here, it looks like on here we got 60 structure cards and draft cards. So these look to be the structure cards that we're going to look at right here. Let me get these out. Okay. So let's take a look at some of these different structures. So you can see the art here that people have complained. Now, I personally enjoy it. I like the look of this game, even though there is the potential that this is AI generated art. I know some people might not like that, so I do apologize that, because it is taking away from the craftsmanship of a lot of artists, and that is kind of the big thing, or the cool thing about our community, is artists and their own renditions of a lot of these different games and drawings and stuff like that. But I find the artwork here particularly cool and intriguing. Now, I don't think if this was AI art, it should be used in every single game, but I do like how they utilized it in this particular game here. All right, so we have an endearing temperate village, a vital outpost for travelers, a community-driven village, an undisturbed mountainside burrow. And I'm just gonna kind of walk through some of these different things here so you guys can see for yourself all of the particular structures that they have in the game. A big variety of different structures that you're going to have available to you. So it's my understanding that you'll have the opportunity to try and pick up and win some of these different structures here, and they're going to provide you, of course, with different bonuses and objectives and reputation. But so really cool structures. A lot of people said they almost look like somebody made like a miniature version of a lot of these. They set these up and then just basically took pictures of them. But that's pretty cool. Far Reach Expedition Fleet. Okay, so we're moving through all of these. Queen's Tribunal, City Worth, Citadel, where heroes meet, Elite Warden Monastery, Unreachable Stronghold. Okay, so those are the 60 structure cards, and I'm just gonna drop them in right there. Okay, looks like now we're gonna have Guildmaster cards. Okay, so there should be 12 Guildmaster cards. So we have the StarCraft Guildmaster, the Defense Guildmaster, oh I love that lion, the Intelligence Guildmaster, the Knowledge Guildmaster, Academy Guildmaster, Builders Guildmaster, History Guildmaster, People Guildmaster, Scouts Guildmaster, Trade Guildmaster, Expansion Guildmaster, and the Diplomacy Guildmaster. So you'll have the opportunity to recruit these guys and bring them into your area. All right, next we have leader cards, okay? So we have leader cards are just gonna be with the star on them. Okay, so these are the particular leader cards that you will have in the game. Warden of the Mountains, that looks pretty cool. Chief Defense Strategist, Resistance Warlord. We have the Royal Historian, the Visionary Architect, the Economy Mastermind, that's a funny one, Grand Theorist, the Genius Poet, Master and Exile, Infiltrated General, the Master Spy, and the Pirate King. All right, those are the 12 different leaders that I think, if I remember correctly, you will be dealt to and you choose one to have, and that will be your leader for the game. All right, next we have, looks like these are gonna be faction hero cards, or these might be something else. Let me see what we got here, guys. These are gonna be possibly, yeah, I think these might just be more maybe leaders per se. Prestigious Artisan, Rigorous Library, Supportive Tutor, Trainee Strategist, Enigmatic Traveler, Beloved Actress, Eager Scout, Town Bard, Loyal Follower, and Clever Mercenary, okay? And then you have this whole deck of leader cards. Oh, these are draft leader cards. I think those are what these are. And then these are gonna be your actual whole set of leader cards. So we'll just kind of go ahead and scroll through a lot of these again. What really drew me to the game was the look of this game itself, with all these different animals being in different various positions. Like that's hilarious right there. To me, it's just funny, right? It's funny. It's cute satire. Again, I really do enjoy the look of all these. A lot of people said also they kind of look like just action figures that somebody had set up and took pictures around. But you know, look, to each his own, guys, and I personally enjoyed this look of the artwork right here, or I don't even want to say artwork, right? I enjoyed the look of the art and the presentation of that game, and that's why it really, that's what attracted me to it. So it's very colorful and looks really cool. So those are all of your, those were all your structures, your leaders, and your faction heroes. And then the last thing we have is this whole deck of cards. So we'll have some crisis cards in here. We'll have some scenario cards. All right. Let's see, take some of this stuff out. All right, so we have some scenario cards, 3 scenario cards for, looks like it'll be a solo mode. So hard solo game, easy solo game, uprising, advanced game, friendly dispute, intermediate game, swift game, intermediate, and learning the game, beginner game. So some different scenarios that you can play the game in. All right, looks like these are gonna be our dilemma cards. Dilemma cards, let's just mow through these really quickly. All right, so these look to just be some sort of dilemmas that you're going to be presented with. So you will have a choice of doing all of these different particular dilemmas and things like that. Again, cool presentations. Royal summoning, that's pretty cool. We'll have some crisis cards. Okay, crisis cards. These are all just looks the same. So my understanding with these is this is where this like semi-cooperative mechanic is going to come into play. Is this kind of is going to be out. There's a conflict here, right? And if you guys as a group donate 2 warriors or to fight to this scenario, depending on how many players in the game, you'll get a favor and things like that. So that's kind of where this semi-cooperativeness comes into play. You guys can kind of negotiate on how you want this to get the best of both worlds. All right, the very last thing, guys, we have in this 40 basic action cards, 50 advanced action cards, and 16 hunger cards. So look at that, hunger. So that's what your hunger cards are going to look like. All right, we have some research, whole bunch. Green looks to be research. Oh, recruit action. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like making friends. Administrate. That guy looks mad. Administrate. That's pretty cool. I love the actions, right? I like how each individual card, well, even though some of them have the same name, right, there's different actions, and the animals here are taking that action. Elite deploy, that's pretty cool, right? They're taking the action of what they're supposed to be doing. Mobilize army, that's cool. Some rabbits with samurais in them. That's pretty intimidating right there, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so there's some more cards. And then raise morale, that's pretty cool. It's unique, right? It's very unique that you have, each card is gonna have its own individual animal with its own style, and you know, it is representing what the card is saying. Sending some envoys, intimidate, that's definitely intimidating. That's very intimidating as well. That guy's mad, like, intimidate. It's really cool, right? Research, recruit, we got some more recruits, administrate. So these look to be the first couple copies. These might be basic action cards here. Elite deploy of the same. Mobilize army, raise morale, bribe, send envoy, intimidate, and hunger. Okay, guys, well, look, that is everything that is coming here in the game of Queen's Capital. Of course, I have all the card sleeves, so now what I'm going to do is after I end this video, I will have the joy of sleeving all of these cards. All right, let's go ahead and take it back up top, give you guys my thoughts and opinions on what we got here. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Queen's New Capital. This is coming from Esper.Games Studios. It doesn't say anywhere on the box, I believe this is a 1 to 4 player game. I can't see anywhere. Maybe it says in a rule book and I just missed it. I believe it's a 1 to 4 player game. Ages, it doesn't say anywhere, actually. That's it's actually very strange that it does not say. Let me look up real quick on my phone what this is. But Queen's New Capital, look guys, I've said it many times before. I saw this game. I do obviously like deck building games. I love tableau building games. Some of the mechanics here really drew me into this. And then the quirky, funny, satire-y art and presentation of the game is what really drew me in there. I think anytime you can represent animals as real people and make it look like cool, I guess, or unique, that's really cool to me, and so that does kind of stand out. I am pleased with the overall production of the game. Great, you got great wood components, you got dual layer boards, you got a bevy of different cards. It looks like the replayability here is going to be pretty high, and so those are just some of the things that really stood out to me and drew me to back this game, as well as the price. The price was very good as well. Like I said, I think it was about $50 $50 on Kickstarter. So not too many times you can find a Founders Edition or Deluxe Edition of the game for $50. Okay, this is a 1 to 4 player game, 60 to 150 minutes, ages 14 plus. This is weighted a 3 out of 5 on the BGG scale. But all right, guys, well, look, you heard my thoughts. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the final production of this game. I'm super excited to try and get this to the table. Honestly, this is probably one of those games I should have waited for Sierra to unbox now that I've actually unboxed it, because I think she's going to be, she would have enjoyed some of the different art and things like that. But if you guys like this content, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Have you guys backed the Queen's new capital? Have you heard of it? Go ahead and drop that down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you are not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. Bye.